Hello everyone, it's your favorite Sims channel's favorite Sim channel, Crumplebottom University, back with another exciting episode. Last time, after buying their dream bakery and having an explosive baby shower, Blair and Juno welcomed their son, Cooper Cortez, into the family. This time, we'll be spending the week with Remington and Cleo as they navigate their careers and parenthood. It's been a few days between the last episode and this episode, so I've been playing some of Cleo's neighbors, like Ashwin and Olive, who are new parents to an adorable daughter named Tosha Joshi. And all this while Ashwin works on his blossoming comedy career. Then, I played with Cleo's former sorority sister, Monet Goth, and her son, Paris. Monet, or Mame as they call her now, is becoming a bit of a beige mom. And finally, I played with Parker and her bundle of joy, Mona Mahalona. Mona is so lucky to have a mom who's a fashion designer. She's gonna have the coolest clothes. Anyway, let's head over to the main event, Cleo and Remington's house. It's Thursday morning, and today is a big day. It was Black and White Day, and to celebrate, they were going to a fancy black and white ball at the Von Horn estate. But this morning, Cleo was enjoying a nice day off with her baby boy, Darby. Little Darby would be aging up to an infant on Saturday, so she was soaking up all this newborn goodness. Since Cleo didn't have work, she decided to go for a jog while Remington watched Darby. And while she was out, I realized I forgot to display the painting that Blair made at Cleo and Remington's wedding. Remington loves it, even though Maven's head does take up a large portion of the painting. But whatever, it was free. When Cleo got back, she had some breakfast. Then they headed over to the black and white ball. The best part about the black and white ball is all the famous people who are invited. So while Cleo was waiting to mingle with the stars, she ate some fancy sandwiches and tried her best to ignore the ghost. Then Remington and Cleo warmed up the dance floor. And of course, Blair was DJing. Who else? Some big-name celebrities started showing up. Please hold your applause for the famous Yuri McDaniels. You may recognize her from Crumplebottom Academy. And please, no autographs, please. It's Joanna. But the most exciting celebrity guest was global superstar Orange Bailey Moon. Everyone wants a piece of OBM. Anyway, after dancing up a storm, everyone grabbed some food because celebrities are just like us. Everyone was having a blast celebrating Black and White Day. But they stopped what they were doing to watch OBM emote. And I think his wife was a little bit embarrassed. One person who wasn't watching, though, was Juno. She was too busy watching her wife Blair be the DJ. Aw, she's such a supportive partner. Finally, the bash was over. Of course, they got a great party score. Also, Remington gained the ability to invent new hashtags. But the new parents were happy to go home to their new baby. Cleo missed Darby so much. And it was going to be great when he was an infant, because then she could actually bring him places. For the rest of the night, Cleo and Remington watched some movies together. Darby woke Cleo up in the middle of the night, but that's just life with a newborn. Cleo was loving every second of being a mom, even the seconds that happened at 4 in the morning. And Cleo had to wake up early for work anyway. And so did Remington. He was hoping for a promotion today. As you can see, he's been working on his handiness skill. And while doing so, Remington started to become sentient and worry about death. Which honestly is fair, there have been so many fires during this series. Cleo was ready for another great day at Sacred Spleen Hospital. In order to get promoted, Cleo had to successfully diagnose and treat 2 patients. And Cleo really wanted that promotion. After running some tests on a patient, Cleo was able to treat their illness. There was just one issue now. There were no new patients in the hospital. I was literally looking all over the world for sick people. Why is everyone healthy? So Cleo did some paperwork while she waited for someone to get ill. Finally, she got a house call, the first one in her career. Cleo went over to Willow Creek to treat a patient named Keegan. She gave him some medicine and he was as good as new. Then she got back to the hospital. The house call didn't go towards her goal of treating 2 patients, so she had to get back to work. After running some tests, Cleo was able to give her patient Christoph a compelling diagnosis. But for treatment, it looked like she needed to give him surgery. I don't think she's qualified. Needless to say, the treatment was not successful, and that was because the diagnosis was incorrect. Please don't sue us, Christoph. I swear we have nothing but the most confident doctors here at Sacred Spleen. Look at him, he's running to a law firm right now. Cleo was finally able to make an accurate diagnosis, and while that was happening, Remington got promoted. For his next promotion, he needs wellness and writing skills. I guess I don't know much about being a dentist. Anyway, Cleo also finished up work and did a great job. Still no promotion, but maybe next time. Tonight it was night on the town night. So Cleo was gonna hang out with Ashwin and Olive at their restaurant, Pasta Fina. Remington was gonna stay home with baby Darby. When Cleo tried to get a seat, the host had a bad attitude. I guess he didn't know that Cleo was there with his boss. I was honestly surprised he didn't seat them outside. But despite that, they had a great time catching up. After chatting about their kids, they decided to plan a little play date for Darby and Tosha. And Ashwin tried his best to stare at his wife just as much as he stared at Cleo. They had a delicious meal, but they made Cleo pay even though they own the restaurant. Rude. Tomorrow was gonna be a big day for Cleo. Not only was it Pride Day, but also Darby was going to age up to an infant. Cleo's fun was low, so she and Remington woohooed in the shower to lift her spirits. Where the hell did they go? Then they went to bed. The next morning, Darby aged up. I randomized traits for infants, so Darby ended up getting the sunny trait, and I think that fits him very well. Look at how cute he is. He already learned how to smile, although the smiling did not last long. Cleo has the day off, so it's a great time for Darby to meet Zara's daughter, Ren, for the first time. Zara was so excited to meet Darby. Darby was less excited. But it was time for the main event, Darby's first meeting with Ren. They had a strong start and stared at each other a little. Then they stared at each other some more. Darby smiled. And Ren did this leg lift thing. I don't know, to show dominance? I don't know how infants work. Darby went through a few emotions. Overall, it was a real meeting of the minds. But honestly, it was just cool to see the next generation meet each other. And I can't wait for them to grow up and create beautiful memories and friendships just like their moms did. In fact, Ren and Darby actually became friends that day. Now, all they have to do is meet with Blair's son, Cooper, when he ages up to an infant, and the next generation trio will be complete. After a great day, they had to head home though because Darby desperately needed a nap. And when they got home, Cleo's dad was there. He was gonna babysit Darby later, while Cleo and Remington went to a pride party with Juno, Blair, and some of their friends. Darby was so excited to be with his grandpa, but he did need that nap. And once Darby was out, so were Cleo and Remington. They headed to Bottoms Up, the best gay club in San Myshuno, with Juno, Blair, and their old dorm mate Shay. The last time they went to Bottoms Up, Blair was the DJ. But tonight, they could all focus on dancing and having fun. Cleo saw their old college friend Yuna at the bar, and she invited her to dance with them. They were all having so much fun. And Cleo ended the night by doing some karaoke with Blair. Were they asked to leave the club? Maybe. But Cleo was happy to get home to her son. Ryder surprised us with a visit. She seemed really upset about something and needed her old friend Cleo to lend an ear. Cleo tried to console her and give her some advice, but Cleo made her feel better by telling her some juicy gossip. Finally, it was time to say goodbye to Ryder and for Cleo to get ready for the next day. Cleo woke up to give Darby some breakfast. Then she ate some breakfast herself. Remington gave Darby a bath. And Cleo headed off to work. All she had to do today was keep up her performance, and she should be a shoo-in for a promotion. Just as long as she doesn't perform any more unnecessary surgeries. And who did she run into in the lab other than her mentor, Dr. Snyder? But he seemed like he was in a bad mood before Cleo could even talk to him. And then he left before Cleo could initiate small talk. I think he's legitimately hiding in the morgue right now. After diagnosing and treating some patients, Cleo took a break and played some video games in the doctor's lounge with an orderly named Kimmy Connors. And after spending the rest of the day doing multiple doctor tasks, Cleo was finally promoted. After work, Cleo took Darby next door for a playdate with Tosha Joshi. I'm gonna be honest, infant playdates are not as exciting as I thought they would be. I think it's a skill issue. But it is very cute watching them stare at each other, so I guess it's worth it. And at the end of the day, all of that staring was apparently the foundation to a lasting friendship. So what do I know? Anyway, that wraps up this episode. Next time, all three infants, Cooper, Red, and Darby, will meet and have the ultimate staring contest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just noticed I'm almost to 100 subscribers. That's so cool. What a milestone. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Bye. Love ya.